I've been sitting on this article for a minute, and I wanted to, you know, uh, talk about it. One of the best ways that um, people can just, come to understand or, take a step into someone else's culture is by reading. This is from the Daily Chela. It is a 400-year visual history of Chicano literature. I wanted to share with you this story and these links. And so what I'm going to do is in the description, I will give my personal recommendations of books that I have read that are from this list. The collection is likely the most comprehensive ever assembled. A 400-year visual history of Chicano literature has been unveiled at University of California, Merced. The visual history, which stretches from 1610 to 2020, can be found online and is likely the most comprehensive list of Chicano literature ever assembled. To see what books were published in any particular year, click on that date. You may visit author pages by clicking on a last name initial and following the appropriate links or scrolls past authors to visit the new pages under development. And I know there is a there's a Cheech Marin book. I'm going to recommend that just based on Cheech being Cheech. But down here, there's a book, Aristotle's and Dante's Secrets of Life. And it's in different languages. There are different covers. Also here, I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter. That's being made into a movie. I have here, we're going all the way down to Benjamin Sainz. And I have his book here with me. Aristotle and Dante's Discover the Secrets of the Universe. I love this book. It's fantastic. Let's pick an author here. Who's this? Let me see here. Oh yeah, they just do the G's. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to, Ernesto Galarza. This is fantastic. Ernesto came out with a book that I had read in college called Barrio Boy. Yes, the story of a boy's acculturation. This is pretty neat because it's just basically all the different book covers. And look at that, all the information. So Barrio Boy, Barrio Boy first came out in the 71. Okay, so yeah, so in the 70s. That's great that this book came out. I always enjoyed reading that book. Now I'm gonna pick Arturo Islas, and he's right here, the Rain God. You can see I already picked him. I have his book right there, and this book is fantastic because it's his uncollected works, The Rain God, and that is a fantastic story. It's it's a heartbreaking story, but it is set in El Paso. And the thing with Arturo is that he was the first Chicano to graduate from Stanford with a PhD in the 50s. So he's, that's a nice landmark, but he's an incredible writer. And he only got to write a couple books because he passed away pretty early in his life. Like I want to say early 90s. Right here is V. Zoot Suit. And that is Luis Valdez. And there you have it. And oh man, I used to have this book, Luis Valdez Early Works, Actos, Bernabe. And we did we do Bernabe? We did one of it, or we did one of his actos in college. I produced it and directed it. It was so much fun. And here's his Zoot Suit and other plays. This was considered the first Chicano novel fiction to be published by a major publisher. It was published in 1959 by Doubleday. And Pocho was just about a guy, growing up from his parents who came out of the Mexican Revolution, growing up American, Chicano, and then at the end recollecting about his life and where his future's going as he's headed off into the Navy. Victor Villaseñor, and what's considered, this book here is considered the Reign of Gold is considered the roots of Chicano culture. And what I mean by that, like the book Roots was a generational story of African Americans and that whole deal. Here, Reign of Gold did the same thing, where it shows different generations coming to America, and that book is long, but it is pretty entertaining, pretty well done. So he will be on my list as well. The House on Mango Street, that was a pretty popular book when it came out in when did it come out? When did it exactly? Woman of Hollering Creek, I read that one. My Wicked Ways, I have that book. I mean, she's written a lot. House on Mango Street, earliest publication from Arte Público Press out of Houston was 1983. Yeah, this book's been around, and then it was redone by Random House in 91. But yeah, My Wicked Ways. Actually, I think she signed it for me when I went to go to a reading of hers. So I will recommend her as well. And I will put all these links into the description once we're done with this. I love this visual guide, right? Michelle Serros. I think you guys will really dig Michelle. And I know you will. She's no longer with us. She passed away a few years ago, Michelle M. Serros. But she had a great comic poetry and stories, comedic, Chicana Falsa, How to Be a Chicano Role Model, Honey Blonde Chica, Scandalosa. I highly recommend these books. Those are some easy places to get started as far as where do I begin, Paul, and I will put these on the list. 1610 to 2021. Look, it even got 2021. Look at another book called Pocho. Beautiful. I love it. And that's probably one thing I need to do, is I need to personally read newer works. Jimmy Santiago Baca, Immigrants in Our Own Land. And Jimmy wrote the screenplay for Blood In, Blood Out. And we had him on the show, as you know, with Midnight's Edge and the cast of Blood In, Blood Out. And we've started a little correspondence, and he is sending me his latest book. And once I read it, we're going to have him on the show, back on the show. I want to thank the Daily Chela for giving us this insight to this new site and all these fantastic books. You can I put it in the link already, and I will definitely give my feedback as far as there should be not only authors and years, but genres, different genres, historical, poetry, comedy, coming of age, all that stuff we just said. That would be really cool. And I will see you very, very soon. Paz y dale gas. It's Monday.
Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. The slant. The slant. All right, Paulie, let's go.